Hey to everyone out there, welcome to my YouTube channel, GraceLife. I hope everything been going well, and I just want to get on real quick. And if you haven't noticed my background, it is dark outside, and it is the week of Christmas. So we are almost at the end of the holiday season, and things are hectic, no lie. And I wanted to really encourage someone that's probably in a situation, because I know if you're a parent or just one of the people that love to give every year around about the time, but maybe this is not the year for you. Maybe, um, well, not year, but maybe this week or this month has not been financially good or whatever. You haven't had a chance to get the gifts that you want to get, that you normally do get. So those things can, make people depressed, make people sad, make people worry, doubt. Ask God why. Why I don't have what I want to have at this particular time. Or I know extremely for parents. I've been there. I've been that parent. Whereas I wasn't able to get my kids stuff for Christmas or get them what they exactly wanted. And if you don't know my story, I was in a situation with my ex-husband at the time, whereas we didn't have money like that to go get Christmas, nor did we use any of the non-profit program that offer free toys. So for several years, my kids didn't have Christmas. There were no such things as decorations and Christmas trees on the wall or anything like that. And at first, it hurt so bad because I was used to growing up with Christmas with my family at the time. So for me not to be able to give my kids Christmas, I felt like a bad mother. I felt awful for not giving them Christmas. I felt bad that I was in a situation that hindered probably for being able to do better. And right now, I mean, hey, to be honest and transparent, yes, I can get my kids something for Christmas, but it's not all what they want. But I'm doing what I can, and really the devil attacked me in that moment and said, well, you ain't getting your kid this and that. And I had to stop, and I had to change my mindset. And first of all, let me go to this. If you got kids and you can't get them nothing for Christmas, but you're doing the best you can, that it may be financial situation where you got to pay your rent, you just lost your job, your money just ain't right, whatever the reason is, know this: Christmas is one day. It's something that was created not by God but by man. So if you don't get your kid for nothing for Christmas, they will be fine, long as you have provided the basic necessity. That's a roof over their head, somewhere to stay. They got lights, hopefully, warm water, and something to eat, and clothes on their body. That's the main thing that they have to live for another day. Because getting toys and new things, we can do that another time. We can do that another point when you are able to. But don't stress yourself out because you couldn't give them something on the 25th. I told my kid this, to be honest. I said, I may didn't get what you want. I got you a token gift. But I said, maybe on the 26th, 27th, I go out shopping. Whenever Walmart, Target, whoever store I go to, when they reduce prices to 50, 75% off on toys and all the other things, I'll get you something then. Don't forget that if you don't have enough money, but you got something to work with, clearance sales. Ain't nothing wrong with clearance sales. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your kids or whoever you had something to get something to give it to them days later or weeks later. Whatever. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't get them nothing on the 25th. That's a day that was not created by God to celebrate the birth of Jesus. We supposed to do that every day. So if you didn't get them nothing on the 25th, don't feel bad. Do what you can in that moment. You can say, hey, I'm going to get you later. I'm going to get you down the road. Because guess what? If you worry about something, you are feeding the devil plan to make you worry, to make you doubt, to make you go into depression because you feel like God is not providing for you. Like I said, sometimes you got to look at that moment and say, let me make sure that my kids or who around me or who in my household got the basic what they need to live for the day in this moment, and be grateful for that. Christmas is just one day. Also, another thing about kids, kids, No, especially I know, like I said, as parents, we can definitely worry about getting our kids something for Christmas, especially if you got little kids. They don't play with that stuff. No way. They really don't. They open up. I mean, they love opening up the gifts, tearing open the box. And I got 6 kids, so I done seen them open up gifts, look at it, play with it for an hour or two. Then I find them playing with old toys or even playing with the boxes on the floor. So something, to kind of ease them out. Well, you know what? My kid may not play with the gift I buy them anyway. They may not play with the stuff that they ask for anyway. So we are rushing. I mean, because people are rushing out here right now today and all the past couple of weeks trying to get stuff, spending time in stores, spending gas, car accident. I mean, I've been seeing several car accidents because people driving late at night trying to get the gifts for people that may not play with them or may not use them the way that they were meant to be used. So, once again, back to the point. If you feel a certain way because you couldn't do X, Y, Z for your kids or for your family member or for that friend that you want to, don't beat yourself up because you didn't get them a gift on the 25th. Be thankful that God will give you more days to give them something down the road. So that way your mindset have to change and say, I couldn't do it on the 25th, but guess what? That's just one day out of the year. I have many more days to make that up. And start applying God to your life to say, you know what? Because God is not going to allow you. He's not going to allow you to be without things that you need in that particular time. That God is a provider. He always provides, and He's on time. He may not be on the time schedule that you want because He's not on your time. He's on His time. So be faithful. Be diligent to protect your mind and your heart with worry and doubt. But rest assured that God got you. And if someone said, well, what scripture lines up with that? There's several of them. And one of my favorite ones is Romans 8:28. He will make things work. He will make things work for your good according to His plan. Philippians 4:19. That He shall supply all your needs accordingly. So find yourself in scripture, line yourself up in the word. Just because it's not what it looked like, it's not what you wanted, be thankful for the moment you're in. Be thankful to know that God will provide. And be thankful to know, especially with kids, they'll be all right. So if you didn't give them enough on 25th, be at peace. If you can't, just sit down and explain to them the situation. Let them know, hey, I probably couldn't get you nothing on 25th, but I would make it up to you when I can. If you want to, you can make it up to them. So I just want to give someone that message because, as I say, especially with parents, we can get consumed with guilt, condemnation, depressed, upset. We can put ourselves in financially challenged binds because we trying to get our kids something for Christmas because we feel like, oh, I didn't get my kids something on the 25th. So what? They just one day. They're plenty of other days. If you've been getting your kids something throughout the whole year, and because you could, that's good for you. If you're doing the best you can, that's good for you. Guess what? Because we all are individually different. We should be working individually what we have and what we can do, and not looking at our neighbors next door. Because some folk can do better, some folk can do less, but does not make them a bad person because they can't do the same thing on the same day at the same time with the same amount of money because we all working with different things. So do you and what you can do back with what God has provided you, and know that He will continue to provide if you lean on Him and seek Him. So I hope this bless someone. I hope this helps someone. And as I always say, grow in grace, walk in love, and live by faith. Until we meet again, be blessed.